It's Friday. We made it. Welcome to the Morning Brew Net number 1078 on the 24th of October. This is N2BH, Bill in Pilmire, New York. I'll be doing the first hour along with Vicky on log, KE8VK. And then second hour, we'll turn it over to Jeff, KE0GKF, with myself on the log. And there will be a second cup today, Dick and myself. Hope everybody sticks around for that. Just a couple quick announcements here. Friday night, tonight, 8 o'clock, YouthNet. Bring the children, grandchildren, neighbors' children. Third-party traffic's more than welcome. Saturday morning, 9 a.m., a 40-meter net, 7.245. And Saturday at 11 p.m., the trivia net. Let's see, the text line is open, 716-317-9050. Or you can email text at ecr.radio. The question today, with technology and the self-driving cars, Jeff would like to know, would you let a car drive for you? We have quite a text list. We have Roy, K8BYU, Randall, K8UFM, Jerry, KR4NJ, Wayne, KC2NJB, Ray, N3DQD, Joe, KM4WZD, Mark, KE2EDS, Richard, N4RSM, Norm, NY1US, Bill, KI4EGQ, Michael, KF8EBV, Chuck, W3CBE, Ronald, N0XRG, Eric, VE3XTD, and David, N6QDY. Let's take some mobile stations, mobiles only. Call sign twice.
Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet, November. Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet, November is mobile.
Kilo 4, Kilo Zulu Zulu, KK4, KZZ mobile.
Number 2, Zulu Victor, November, and 2ZVN.
Victor Alpha 3, Bravo, Victor Hotel, Victor Alpha 3, Bravo, Victor Hotel mobile.
Kilo Juliet 5,
Kilo Mike 7, Charlie Delta Charlie, Benjamin and 10
Juliet 5,
not mobile.
Uniform Yankee, mobile.
All right, let's hold up there a second. We had a double, triple, KJ5CKC or something like that. Could you give us your call sign? We had a station, KJ5CKC or something like that. Could you give us your call sign again?
Kilo Juliet 5, Golf, Uniform Yankee. Kilo Juliet 5, Golf, Uniform Yankee.
Guy, we have you on the list, the N0CKC or something like that. Yeah, nothing heard. I think we had a K7 station in there also. Could you give us your call sign?
This is KM Ben Mike 7, Charlie Delta Charlie.
Oh, we got the 7 KDC. Could you give us a prefix again?
Sure, this is KM7CDC.
Time signal is a little better. We'll get back to you shortly. Let's go up top list. Anders, KZ4JN. Would you let a car drive for you?
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It is a sort of brisk morning here in Florida. It's 50 degrees. I would say if it was a route that I travel frequently, I might let it drive, but on a regular, outing, no. So, yes, I guess would be my answer. I hope everyone has a great weekend. This is Kilo Zulu 4, back to net control.
Yes, it is. Have a great weekend, Anders. Appreciate checking in. Mark, KK4, KZZ.
Morning and happy Friday. I don't think I'm ready for a self-driving car. So right now I'm going to say no. I think there's a little bit of work that needs to be done to improve on the safety of those things. But it's getting there. So right now, not too quick to jump into one. So no it is. And I hope everyone has a good day today and a great weekend. And I'll send it back. KK4KZZ.
Well, thank you, Mark. Hope you have a good day as well. And, yeah, I seldom even use cruise. I like control of that throttle. Have a great weekend. Alan, N2ZVN.
Good morning, Bill. Thank you, Jeff. Well, since I work on these things for a living, I would say absolutely not. Don't have the faith in them. N2ZVN. Everyone have a great day.
Very good, Alan. There's a guy that should know. Have a great day. Brian, DA3BPH. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Net Control, Victor Alpha 3, Bravo, Victor Hotel. Had some connection issues there yesterday on the road. Self-driving car as well. I would definitely say that I'm a fan of technology, but I do not trust it. So you can throw me in the no column. Back to Net, 7-3, thanks for being there. VA3BBH, everybody have a great weekend.
Well, you're sounding good today, and I totally understand what you mean. Have a good weekend. Ben, KM7CDC.
Good morning, everyone. Pedestrian here in the town I live. Yeah, I definitely give the right of way. Run me over. I'm getting in one and taking a ride. So put me down for no. Thank you. Over.
Very good, Ben. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you checking in. Guy, KJ5GY. Good morning.
Good morning, and good morning to everyone in the Brew Crew. This is Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Uniform Yankee down here in the New Orleans metro area. Today's question, no, definitely not ready for a self-driving car. No way and no how. But I am open to the idea of maybe a flying car like the Jetsons, but then again, the way people drive in this country, they'd be crashing all over the place, so I don't think on that either, although I'm very disappointed. No flying cars yet. KJ5, Golf Uniform Yankee, send it back to you, Net Control. Thank you for taking my call. Lazy Le Ponto, Rudy.
Very good, Guy. Well, thank you for checking in, and hope you have a great weekend. Let's see, we have Vince, KR4EMM via the text line, but let's go up the top of the list here to Roy, KA8BYU. Would you let a car drive for you?
Good morning, whatever it may be, for everybody on the brew. KA8BYU. Absolutely not. I only trust my driving and select few others. Self-driving car? No way, no how.
Very good, Roy. We'll put you in the no column. Have a great day. Randall, K8UFM.
Good
morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicky. And good morning to everyone on frequency. No to the question, at least not yet. With that said, this is KAUFM, back to net control, and everyone have an outstanding day.
Well, thank you, Randall. Hope you have a great day as well, and appreciate you being here. Jerry, KR4NJ. KR4NJ, Jerry, you with us? Nothing heard. Let's move on to Wayne, KC2NJV. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, and the rest of the brew crew. KC2NJV here. Given that a decent driver does proactive driving, because you can tell when somebody else is going to do something stupid, usually, I don't think the AIs can do that yet. So the answer currently is no, but it will probably change to yes in my lifetime. Have a great weekend.
Well, thank you, Wayne. Hope you have a good weekend yourself, and appreciate you being here. This is N2BH, Bill and Pellar, New York. Let's go to Ray, N3DQD.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, Jeff, everyone else in there this morning. My answer would be no. This is M3DQD.
Very good, Ray. Hope you have a good day, and thank you for checking in with us. Joe, KM4WZD. KM4WZD. Joe, you with us? Yeah, let's go on to Mark, part of the open mic night on Wednesdays, KE2EDS.
Good morning, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. As far as a self-driving car, definitely not. I have a hard enough time allowing my wife to drive me around once in a while. Have a great day and a great weekend. KE2EDS.
Yeah, very good, Mark, and I'm sure she's not within earshot. Have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Richard, N4RSM.
Not for me, but some other people look like they could probably use them. Looking at the people on the road.
Oh, yes. Have a great day. Thanks for checking in. Norm, NY1US. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bill and Vicky and everybody on the brew crew today. And I would say no, I can't. I have to be in control of the car. That's I don't trust it. I think there are too many flaws right now. So I would. That's my answer. So everybody have a great weekend and take care. Back to that.
Yeah, very good, Norm. Thanks for being here every day, and hope you have a great weekend. We'll talk soon. Bill, KI4EGQ.
Well, good morning, Bill, and all the brew crews. Right now, no, but, you know, as a private pilot, I use the autopilot. You know, as a boater, I'll use the autopilot. Of course, you're only going 8 knots, so it's no big deal, but it's a handy tool. And until there's just too much going on in the, you know, on the ground here, too many hazards, too many, you know, DUIs and stuff out there. So right now, I'd put in no, but it'll come eventually. So, you know, be ready, I guess. Have a nice day. Great weekend to all. KI4EGQ.
Well, thank you, Bill. Hope you have a good weekend as well. And yeah, technology evolves every day. We'll have to see what happens. Michael, KF8EBV.
Morning Brew Crew, absolutely, I love it. My parents live in South Carolina, I live in Michigan, and it is a lifesaver drive for long trips. Not so much around town, but absolutely love it. Back to you, Net Control. KF8EBV.
Yeah, very good, Michael. Sounds like it's worked out for you, and hope you have a great weekend. Chuck, W3CBE. W3.
No for me. Have a great weekend, W3CVE.
Well, thank you, Chuck. Hope you have a great weekend yourself, and appreciate you checking in. Ronald, N0XRG.
Good morning to the Brew Crew. Thanks for running the net. Good morning, Vicky. So I'm not ready to own one just yet, but would I let one drive? Sure, let it rip. Hey, why not? You only live once. We made it. We made it to the weekend. Hope everybody has a good one. November 0, X-Ray, Romeo Golf.
Very good, Ron. Hope you have a good weekend yourself, and appreciate you checking in. Eric, VE3XTD. Good morning.
Good morning. Definitely not. I can't even trust my cell phone and my computer. I'm not going to trust one of those things to drive my car.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you being here. David, N6QDY. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Bill, Vicky, the Brew Crew, and everybody in the Zoom control room, N6QDY. So I've been thinking about it, and I'm kind of on the fence, but leaning towards a yes. My daughter lives in San Francisco, and I see these Waymos made by Jaguar, and I've seen them go down Lombard Street, the little zigzag road there. So it's kind of interesting. So until I try it, right now I'm leaning towards the yes. I haven't seen any issues with them, and they seem to merge, go in and out pretty good. So I want to try it out. So I haven't tried it yet, but I think I'm leaning towards the yes. Everybody have a great day. TGIF, N6QDY. Back to Net Control.
Very good, David. If there's a street to test them on, that would be it. And thank you for joining us so early, and hope you have a great weekend yourself. Let's try Jerry once more, KR4NJ. Nothing heard. Let's try Joe, KM4WZD.
Hey, good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning to the crew, and thanks for your patience. My link to Echolink dropped out there for a minute. Anyhow, you can put me down for a yes, with the caveat I'd like to be sitting in the front seat, able to grab the steering wheel if I have to. But you can put me down for a yes. I think I'm willing to give it a try. Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Have a great weekend at 7-3. It's KM4WZD. Take care. Back to Net.
Very good, Joe. Yeah, we know things happen, and glad you stuck around, and hope you have a great weekend. Let's go down to Vince, KR4EMM.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicky. Everyone on the crew. That would be a big no for me. I don't even like adaptive driving, on the truck. I'm not a big fan. So it would be no, and everyone have a great weekend. Bill, back to you. Thank you.
Very good, Vince. Hope you have a great weekend yourself, and appreciate you being here. We'll acknowledge some text check-ins. We have Don, W4PPX, Bill, W8WHK, Doug, WA8CLG, and Rod, WD8KOB. Let's take some general check-ins. Come with your call signs twice.
Tango Juliet. Here at Tango Juliet, mobile, in and out. Good morning.
KJ5 MLZ, KJ5 MLZ, in and out.
Kilo 2 Tango
AT2LA,
Victor,
Kilo Golf
Tango
Lima
Victor.
Alpha, in and out.
Kilo Tango 5 Bravo Tango X-ray. Kilo Tango 5 Bravo Tango X-ray, in and out.
Kilo Delta 6 Delta India Quebec, KD6DIQ, Todd, in and out. Charlie 1 Juliet Papa Delta, Kilo Charlie 1 Juliet Papa Delta, mobile, in and out. Good morning.
Whiskey 5 Golf Hotel Romeo, Whiskey 5 Golf Hotel Romeo, mobile.
November 4
Romeo
Hotel Echo, November 4 Romeo Hotel Echo, Echo.
Kilo Echo 8 Sierra Mike November. KE8 SMN. Good morning. In and out today.
Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Tango Juliet. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Tango Juliet, in and out.
All right, we'll acknowledge this list. Boy, a lot of in and outs. We have Jenzik, VA3KTJ, Jeff, KE8SMN, Jeffrey, KC1JPD, Todd, KD6DIQ, Brad, KT5BTX, Ernest, KG2LA, Ezra, KJ5MLZ, and Steve, W8STJ. We're all in and out. Then we have K2TV in the mobile. We have W5GHR in the mobile. We have Roger, N4RHE. We had a KK4 Papa station. Could you give us your call sign again?
Kilo 4 Papa Yankee November. Kilo 4 Papa Yankee November.
Oh, thank you, Joseph. Get back to you in a little bit here. And we have anybody we missed. Come with your call sign twice.
KK7GY. KK7GY.
Alpha Delta 8 Papa Yankee. Alpha Delta 8 Papa Yankee, Ethan.
November Alpha 2 Bravo NA B.
KE2BZK, KE2BZK.
All right, we'll hold up here. We'll acknowledge Clark, KK7DY. Ethan, Alpha Delta 8 Papa Yankee. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
All right, some reason it's not showing up on QRZ, but we got you in there. We have Tim, VE3TGN, Charlie, NA2B, and Brandon, KE2BZK. Let's take our mobiles. Let's go to Bob, K2TV. Would you let a car drive for you?
After all, possibly, what could go wrong? Go wrong. No. I certainly would not. I don't mind
all the assist things on the car to help you drive, but certainly no. I like to drive my own car. Everyone have a good morning, and thank you for being there. This is K2TV.
Yeah, very good, Bob. Well, thank you for checking in. I hope you have a great weekend. Brian, W5GHR in the mobile.
I will give it a qualified yes. I have about a 30-mile commute along I-10 to and from work each day in Houston, and along that stretch, absolutely. It's a mindless stretch. It's pretty the same, and a lot of the adaptive technology, people drive with it already, and no problem with that. Off the road onto the surface streets with the lights and pedestrians and everything else, no. So I will say a qualified yes.
Very good, Brian. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you checking in. Let's go up top of the list to Don, W4PPX. Would you let a car drive for you?
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, everybody on the Brew Crew. W4PPX, Hollywood, Florida. Definitely no. W4PPX, back to you.
Very good, Don. Hope you have a great weekend. Bill, W8WHK.
Good morning. It's 65 degrees here in Southwest Florida. Not a cloud in the sky. It's beautiful. No, I wouldn't let my car drive, or wouldn't want to ride with it while it's driving, we'll put it that way. The only way that would work in the future is that every vehicle on the road is autonomous. Then they can talk to each other and keep from running into each other. But no, it's a good driver assist. I use it to help keep me in the center lane, especially on the freeway. But I got to keep my hands on the wheel or close to it. Okay, back to you. Everybody have a great weekend. This is W8WHK 73, and back to net control.
Very good, Bill. Hope you have a great weekend yourself, and thank you for checking in. Doug, WA8CLG.
This is WA8CLG. Very good morning, everybody. And I will have to say no, but qualify that. If there were a test situation going on, I'd be first in line to give it a try. So there's my answer. Everybody have a good day, good weekend. WA8CLG. Back to you, Bill.
Very good, Doug. Yeah, and a controlled environment testing. That might be a pretty neat experience. Have a great weekend. Rod, WD8KOB.
This is WD8KOB. Well, good morning, Ned. Hope everyone's having a good Friday. And, hey, nice weekend coming up. Get out and take a look at the leaves. They're beautiful here in West Virginia. My answer to the question is no way, Jose. Everybody take care. WD8KOB, back to them.
Very good, Bob. Yeah, it's been so dry up here. The leaves don't have vibrant colors, and with the wind we just had, a lot of them are gone. Have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Joseph, KK4PYN.
Hi, good morning, Brew Crew. Yeah, that's a no for me. I've dabbled with it. Like Bill said earlier, when all cars are autonomous, I'll feel a lot safer. Until then, I'll continue to ride my bike to work instead of driving a dumb car, even though I got hit by a dumb car the other day, so that's about it. Back to that. Kilo more, Bobby, next November.
Very good, Joseph. Glad you're all right, and hope you have a great weekend. Roger, N4RHE, good morning.
NTBH, good morning, Bill. Sound good? November 4, Romeo Chaleco. No. I've been driving for 55 years on 4 continents and elsewhere, and I've never had an accident. I'm the best driver I know, and I've been told that by several passengers. I enjoy being in control and getting most out of the vehicle under my control. November 4, Roger Ham Enthusiast, return to net.
Very good, Roger. That's an impressive record, and hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Clark, KK7DY.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew Crew. Yes, I would try a self-driving car. It would be an adventure. Back to net control, KK7DY.
Very good, Clark. Hope you have a great weekend, and thank you for checking in. Ethan, 88PY. PY, Ethan, you with us?
Yes, I'm with you. I got my license the day before the FCC closed.
All right, maybe it hasn't transferred over yet. Would you let a car drive for you?
I would say yes if I were in a big city on one of those self-driving taxis, but I don't know about cross-country.
Very good, Ethan. We'll put you in the yes column, and thank you for joining us. Hope you have a great weekend. Tim, VE3TGN, good morning.
I would say good weekend. Back to that.
Well, thank you, Tim. Hope you have a good weekend yourself, and appreciate you being here every day. This N2BH, along with Vicky, KE8VKY. Let's go to Charlie and Birdie, NA2B. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Bill. Everybody on the net for Birdie 65 this morning. Very, very nice morning. Response to the question, fully automatic, absolutely no. I would say no. I'm not ready for that. We do use a lot of the adaptive functions, you know, when we go out on the interstate, the gap control and lane assist and all that other stuff. But, you know, where I sit in the back seat, not ready for that yet. Matter of fact, as you mentioned that, I was sitting here thinking of you on your motorcycle, letting go of the handlebars and sliding back in the seat and letting it take control. And 2BH and A to B.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I like to have constant control. Have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Brandon, KE2BZK, Kiwanda, New York. That's where I bought my first Harley.
My vote would be a yes. I work the graveyard shift, and it's about a 45-minute drive home in the morning down the interstate from the city of Buffalo. There's been some mornings I said to myself, geez, those driverless cars, those would be nice right about now. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, you can nap on the way home and not worry about going off the road. Have a great weekend. Jeff, KG8QP.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and everybody on the Brew Crew. I'm going to give it a qualified yes. I would do it. The wife's car's got a thing where it senses the car's in front of you and it slows down. And I think, you know, looking, there's a lot of good things out there for that. I do think there's a lot of bugs that we got to work through. I just saw something the other day where they don't necessarily recognize school bus lights. So I think we're not quite there yet, but give me a yes. With that, everybody have a great weekend. Talk to everybody on Monday. KBHQP.
very good, Jeff. Yes, it is, and hope you have a great weekend. See, we'll acknowledge Al, K8BAC, Randy, W2RBC, Mark, N0CKV, Jim, KD3ATQ. Let's go to Al, one of our hosts right here, K8BAC. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Bill. Everybody in the Brew Crew, happy Friday. As far as the question of the day, no, I don't think I would trust it. Maybe for a few miles, but that's all sensor driven. And working in a garage, I know sensors give out. I'm not willing to take that risk. Everybody have a great day. Back to you, Bill, KBAC.
Yeah, like the lane assist. If the stripes on the road are worn out or missing, they have nothing to go by. Have a great day, Al. We'll hopefully catch you tomorrow on the net. Randy, W2RBC, one of our team members. Good morning.
The morning brew. Definitely not. I want to remain in control of my car and not let AI take over. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2RBC.
Very good, Randy. Hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Mark, N0CKV.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, rest of the Brew Crew, everybody else on the net. Happy Friday. No, I would not let an autonomous car drive me. N0CKV, back to net.
Very good, Mark. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Jim, KD3ATQ.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew Crew. I'm going to say no. I'm not sure whether the cars aren't ready for that yet, or I'm not ready for that yet, but no. Back to net control, KD3ATQ.
Very good, Jim. Thanks for being here, and hope you have a great weekend. Let's see, we'll acknowledge Bob, VK4BYF. We'll get back to you shortly. That's the bottom of the list. Let's take another round of check-ins. Call signs twice, please.
This is Kilo, Julia, 5, Delta, India Tango. This is Kilo, Julia, 5, Delta, India Tango. Matthew of Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Good morning.
November 5, Juliet, Oscar Juliet, Bill, Northeast, Oklahoma.
W7OMH, W7OMH, mobile in and out. Good morning.
N3, Lima Lima Yankee. N3, Lima Lima Yankee. Glenn.
Kilo Quebec 4, Mike Sierra Kilo. Kilo Quebec 4, Mike Sierra Kilo. Mobile in and out.
Delta X-Ray Bravo.
All right, we'll hold up here, acknowledge this list. We have Gil, K4GDS, Matthew, KJ5DIT, Larry, KM7CGI, Bob, W3ICQ, Bill, N5JOJ. We had Mike, W7OMH was in and out. We have Glenn, N3LLY. Philip, KQ4MSQ was in and out. Thank you for stopping by. We have Frank, KJ5DXB. And Scott, N6ZAR. If we miss you, come with your call sign twice.
November Alpha 2 Fox, NA2F, good morning, in and out.
E6OWM, Kilo Delta 6, Oscar, Whiskey, Michael, in and out.
All right, we'll acknowledge Antonio, NA2F, and Steve, KD6OWM. We're both in and out. Thank you guys for stopping by. Hope you have a great weekend. Let's see, we have a mobile Glenn, N3LLY. Would you let a car drive for you?
Well, you know, I really haven't given that much thought, but I don't see why not. I never really see anything on the news indicating that dangerous. I don't know what the statistics are, so you got a yes on my behalf.
Very good, Glenn. Hope you have a great weekend, and thanks for checking in. Let's go over to Australia. Bob, VK4BYF.
Good morning, the Brew Crew, VK4BYF returning. No, I don't think I'd let a car drive for me because you've seen some funny videos where the AI sent them down the wrong road and one into a dam, and yeah, no, I have to say no, sorry. Good morning to the Brew Crew, and everybody have a good weekend. VK4BYF.
Very good, Bob. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. And yeah, I saw a picture on line the other day, one of those Google map cars out in the field in a muddy ditch. That's why we go different directions. Have a great day. Gil, K4GDS. Good morning.
Good morning. I've actually ridden in a Tesla with full auto driving turned on. It was a little strange, but I think I could handle it. K4GDS, back to that.
Very good, Gil. Hope you have a great day and enjoy the weekend. This N2BH, let's go to Matthew, KJ5DIT.
Good morning. I got me a 350Z, and I enjoy it, and I enjoy driving it. I don't think I want it driving me. Thank you. So it's a no.
Very good, Matthew. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Larry, KM7CGI.
Buddy, yes, I would love to have a car be able to drive for me, but I don't think I would. I've seen some videos on YouTube of people actually taking a nap while their cars are driving them around. I don't know if I'd go to that extent, but yes, I would let a car drive for me.
Very good. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you being here. Bob, W3ICQ.
Good morning, everybody. Put me down for a yes, I certainly would. Why not? W3ICQ, back to net.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? Have a little crash. Have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Bill, N5JOJ.
Hey, top of the morning there, Bill, and everybody on the Brew Crew. It's raining here in northeast Oklahoma, and it ain't going to stop till Tuesday, so there you go. We're expecting anywhere from 2 to 4 inches, so it's going to get a little wet around here for sure. On the question, you know, I like some of that, but I wouldn't do full. I wouldn't trust to sit in the passenger seat and let the car take it, but I do like a lot of that stuff, like on the cruise control when you're driving up to a car, and if the other car is going slower, your car just follows it, slows down automatically, and it's so on the air, not using the text.
Oh, very good, Bill. Glad you made it, and hope you have a great weekend. And Yeah, that adaptive cruise, something to get used to. I don't use the cruise that much, and when it does that, I have to see what's going on. Have a great weekend. Frank, KJ5DXB.
KJ5DXB, good morning, Bill, Vicky, everybody. I would say I'd be a no at this time. Thanks for the check-in. Have a great weekend, everybody. KJ5DXB. Back to you, Bill.
Oh, thank you for checking in, Frank, and hope you have a great weekend yourself. Scott, N6ZAR.
Good morning, Bill, and everybody on the Brew Crew this morning. Hope everyone is looking forward to a good weekend. I have been in one of those Waymo driverless taxis. It was terrifying for me, so I don't think I would like that to be my everyday situation. Back to you, Bill. N6ZAR.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of it's a mindset. You want somebody in control, if not yourself, you know. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. That's the bottom of this list. Let's see. We have any mobiles out there? Mobiles only. Call sign twice.
Kilo Golf 2, Mike. Kilo Golf 2, Mike.
KE2 EHI, Kilo Echo 2 Echo, in and out.
Kilo Delta 2, November Lima, mobile, KD2NL mobile.
Alright, we'll hold up there. We'll acknowledge Michael, KG2MM. Joe, KE2EHI, was in and out. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great weekend. And we have Chip, KD2NL, in the mobile. And we have Roger, KO4QMM via the text line. Let's see, let's go to Michael, KG2MM. Would you let a car drive for you?
Good evening, everybody on the net. This is Kilo Golf 2, Mike. Mike is up here in Jacksonville, Florida, coming in through the Gainesville machine on mobile. And, give it a try. Probably most likely stay on high alert just in case, but I don't mind embracing new technology, so that's what I'll do. All right, thanks for picking me up, and I'll send it back to you. This is Kilo Golf 2, Mike, mobile in Jacksonville.
Yeah, very good, Michael. Thanks for checking in, and hope you have a great weekend. Chip, KD2NL, good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. No, I wouldn't use drive-by-wire. I don't even drive an automatic, so I'd like to keep control of my vehicle. So I'll say 73, you'll have a good day and a good weekend, and back to net. KD2NL mobile.
Well, thank you, Chip. Hope you have a good day yourself, and enjoy the weekend. Roger, KO4QMM, voice of the 20-meter net.
Good morning, Mr. Bill and the Brew Crew. You can put me down for no. I'd be a nervous wreck. I'm waiting for them to have the drones that'll pick you up and take you where you need to go. That's probably not too far away. And looking forward to playing some HF this weekend. Back to you, Bill. Thanks for making it fun there. KO4QMM, Roger Clear.
So I guess you wouldn't let them outfit your Chevelle there to self-drive. Have a great weekend, Roger. That's the bottom of this list. This N2BH, Philip, New York. New stations come with their call sign twice and slowly.
Kilo Charlie 3, Alpha FRR, Kilo Charlie 3, Alpha Victor.
November 2, India
Alpha 2, Mike Alpha Tango.
India Sierra Kilo.
All right, we'll hold up there a second. MAT station, could you give me your call sign again, please?
Mike Alpha Tango, Kilowatt Alpha 2, Mike Alpha Tango.
Thank you, Joe. Get back to you. We have Mike, KC3LAV, Joe, KO4FRR, Bob, N2ISK, and Joe, KA2MAT. Anybody else, call sign twice.
Kilo 1. November 9 Echo Hotel Tango, 98C. Good morning, in and out. ARC.
All right, let's hold up there a minute. We got Doug at 90HT, Lab Dublin. We had a K1 station, K1 only.
Kilo 1, Mike, Charlie, Oscar, K1 MCO, Jane Orlando, in and out.
Oh, thank you, Jay. Hope you have a great weekend. We hit a station with an ARC.
So, Echo 2, Alpha Romeo Charlie.
Okay, Ron, we got you. Anybody else? Call signs twice. Nothing heard. We'll run this list. Let's go to Mike. KC3LAV. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning. This is Kilo Charlie 3, Lima Alpha Victor Mike in Warwick Township, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. It's a beautiful morning here this morning. Bright, sunny sky, and my goodness, crisp. It's like 38, 39 degrees here now. Hope everybody has a great day, beautiful weekend. Thank you very much for being here. We'll be clear. KC3LAB back to net.
I might have missed your answer, Mike. Would you let a car drive for you?
Negative to the car driving for me. I'm getting tired. I'm getting scared of my wife driving for me, too. Back to net control. We're clear.
Very good, Mike. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Up next, one of the busiest guys on the Reflector, Joe, KO4FRR. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Bill, and Morning Brew. This is Joe, KO4FRR. I'm going to have to say a hard no to that. AI becomes self-aware, locks the doors and throws you into the ocean saying we don't need any more humans. I think there's a lot of TV movies about that. So that's a hard no. KO4FR.
Yeah, they got to make that technology pretty hack-proof. Have a great day, Joe. Talk to you later. Bob, N2ISK.
Good morning, Bill and crew. No, it's a definite no. As far as I'm concerned, all that stuff is a novelty, much like battery-operated cars, but that's a different subject. Now, I've driven all kinds of vehicles, and my favorite is still the truck that has nothing automatic. No automatic transmission, no computer-controlled forward drive. All that stuff is just prone to failure, and it's not necessary. And without it, you have so much more control, so much more control, and it's just too much. Computers involved. It's a high risk to. There's a lot of mistakes in the car and people nearby, so it is a definite no. And to YHK.
Very good, Bob. Yeah, I don't blame you. There's a lot that can go wrong. Have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Let's go to Joe, KA2MAT.
To me, I'm going to be a no. I have 4 grandkids that all drive. I'm scared enough as it is. The technology moves, and wait till the grandkids get older. Back to you.
Very good, Joe. Hope you have a great weekend, and thank you for checking in. Doug, N9EHT.
No, I do not want the cars to drive for me. I will drive myself until I can't anymore. And 90HT back to net.
Very good, Doug. Hope you have a great weekend. Ron, KE2ARC.
Morning, Bill, Vicky, everybody else on the net. Yeah, put me down for a big old no. I want to be the one with the feet on the pedals and at least one hand on the steering wheel. So, everybody have a good day. KE2ARC back to net.
Very good, Bob. Hope you have a great weekend. Or Ron, I'm sorry. Let's go to Bob, KQ8U.
Morning, Bill, and the rest of the crew. No, I wouldn't hardly trust myself how I drive. No automated cars for me. Everybody have a good day. I'll be on the second cup. KQ8U back to that.
Very good, Bob. Yep, haven't announced that in a while. There will be a second cup this morning. Hope everybody sticks around. Let's go to Donnie, KM4CTB.
Well, good morning, Bill, Vicky, and everybody on the net. KM4CTB, Donnie in Jacksonville Beach, Florida, and I'm a no for the autonomous vehicles too. We've got one of those in service in Jacksonville, and it's almost as riderless as the riderless monorail express they've got. So, no, stick to. Have a great week, Bill. KM4CTB back in.
Oh, thank you, Donnie. Hope you have a good weekend as well, and appreciate you being here. Let's see, we got W4RHC. RHC, I'll get that. Would you let a self-car drive for you?
Guys, this is Whiskey 4 Romeo 3rd Charlie here in Alachua, Florida. 48 degrees this morning. Chilly for a Cuban. Even though I live here all my life, it's still cold for me. But anyways, that would be nice, especially at work. I drove 350 miles yesterday. Hopefully today will not be that bad. I might be able to stay local here in Gainesville today. But I went to Jacksonville yesterday for work, so it would be perfect if I can get a self-driving car that can drive me at work for all the stops I have to do for a day. After 27 years of driving, I definitely need a break. W4RAC, back to you, sir.
Very good, Ariel. Yeah, that's a lot of miles in a day for work, and man, we're starting out 45 up here. That's got to be cold for you guys. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. I'll take one more text check-in. Came in. We have NAHLN. Mike, would you let a car drive for you?
Good morning, everyone. We're 43 degrees in the garden this morning, a little chilly. But the answer to the question is no. They'd have to get that
fixed up or developed for years before I would even take a chance on that. So everyone have a great weekend. Back to the net. Hey, Sean.
Well, thank you, Mike. Hope you have a good weekend yourself. And that's the bottom of this list. That'll do it for me today. We'll turn over to Jeff, KE0GKF, and I will be on the log for him, so please take it easy on me. This is N2BH.
Thanks, Bill. Great first hour. Good morning, everyone. This is Jeff, KE0GKF. I'm located in Omaha, Nebraska. We're starting out at 46 degrees. Today we're going to be in the low to mid 60s. Going to be sunny, though. It's Friday. We made it another week. TGIF, everyone. Glad y'all made it with us. Let's continue on with this, with the net for the second half of the morning brew. Come with your call signs twice and slowly for Bill.
KO4CLD, KO4CLD.
N1NDN, November 1, November, Delta, November.
November Whiskey 3 United, NW3U.
Romeo Lima Romeo, K5RLR. 2 VAW, Victor Echo 2, Victor Alpha Whiskey.
Number the uniform Oscar Golf
W2, JM Mobile.
G. Delta 2, Kilo Alpha Kilo. Kilo Delta 2, Kilo Alpha Kilo.
Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Whiskey Victor. Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Whiskey Victor.
Echo 2, Charlie Golf, KE2, CCG. In and out, please.
Okay, we'll go with this list here. It looks like we might have missed one, but I'll call for missed here. Moving from the bottom up, KE2 CCG. Mitchell, you were in IO this morning. Thanks for checking in. KJ5 WV Brandon. KD2 KAK Brian. W2CJM Charles, you're mobile on this list. We're going to get to you first. Hang tight. VE2 VAW Renee. K5RLR Randall. NW3U David, N1NDN Bernie, KO4CLD Micah. I think one might have slipped through there that we missed. If we missed you, come with your call sign twice and slowly.
Number 2, uniform Oscar Golf. N2, OG.
Juliet.
Okay, I've got the reflector. There was a last station that tried checking in. All we got was November Juliet. Get us squared away on that call, please.
Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Kilo Juliet.
Okay, was just waiting for the log to populate there, Walter, with your name. We got you in there. Hang tight. Let's go to the mobile station first. Charles in Selden, New York, W2CJM. Charles, the question of the day is, would you let a car drive for you?
No.
Okay,
Okay, Charles.
Morning, everybody on the
Your
road.
answer is all we got.
The answer
That's
would
all
be
we need.
no.
You have a great morning.
I would not let it drive for me. Thank you for doing the net. Have a great weekend, everybody.
All right, Charles. Sorry, I doubled with you there for a couple of seconds, but we got you. I heard you come in and out of there. You have a great morning. Mobile safely. Let's go to the top of the list to Micah. Micah, good morning. KO4CLD. How about that self-driving car? Would you do that?
KO4CLD here. I had to wait for something else to drop. Talking to someone who is driving a 20-year-old truck that he actually learned how to drive in. The answer is absolutely not, and I'll take it a step further. I do not want to ever buy a car that drives by wire. I want that hardware to be there in place all the way to the wheels, because I saw a documentary on some college kids that they actually hacked the steering on a couple of cars. Yeah, they did have full access to it, but still, absolutely not. KO4CLD, back to net.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, Micah. I don't like the self-driving stuff. I don't agree with it. My motorcycle, I have a 1-year-old. I bought a 1-year-old Suzuki, and it's got all these nannies on it and technology, but it doesn't self-drive. And I can always drop it into neutral if I need to, if something takes over, but I don't foresee that happening. Have a great morning, Micah. Bernie in Hudson Falls, New York, N1, NDN. Good morning, Bernie.
Oh, good morning. This is N1NDN. Mobile on the road in what could really be a self-driving car, because I have it on cruise control and it monitors the car in front of me. I just got cut off by somebody and the car automatically puts on its brakes for me. So it adjusts the cruise control accordingly. And it beeps at me if I get close to either edge of the road. So although I got my hand on the wheel, I could almost take a nap. So I don't mind the self-driving cars. I don't know if I trust them yet, but at some point I think that's the way it's going to be. And I am mobile, let's see, I'm just of Winchester, Virginia, headed south, and it's 42 degrees here, so I was surprised to hear the Orlando station at 48. So good morning everybody on the net, and hopefully it warms up a little bit. That's why we all go south, I think.
Well, Bernie, I'm going to guess at your answer that you said yes. You have a good morning, sir. Thanks for checking in. Let's go to NW3U, David in Garner, North Carolina. David, simple yes or no question. Would you let a car drive for you?
NW3U, good morning to everybody. Good Friday morning. And the answer to the question is no, I wouldn't. I don't think the technology is there yet. Everybody have a good weekend and stay out of trouble. I'm going to try to do that. We'll see how that works out. Check in with you guys Monday morning. Have a good weekend. NW3U.
And you do the same, David. Thanks for stopping by. Randall in Spring, Texas, K5RLR. Randall, how you doing?
Well, good morning to you there, sir, and everybody else on the brew. And Brother Scott, if you're out there listening, K5RLR. I would have to say, well, why not? I guess that'll put me as a yes. As long as I don't have to buy the car, sure, why not? I'll try it out. Because, yeah, the technology may or may not be there as well as we'd like it, but you got to start somewhere. Hope everybody has a good day, a wonderful weekend, and 73 to well. K5RLR.
Yeah, why not be the guinea pig? What the heck? Have a good one, Randall. Let's go to Renee up in Canada, VE2VAW. Good morning, Renee.
morning. I'm not sure, but I suppose you are Bill. I suppose the running car myself is better because the price of that car isn't for me, I suppose. Okay, thank you, and I said a good morning to all USA. All a good weekend from V2VW at Grimby in Quebec. Thank you, Bill.
Alrighty, Renee. You have a good weekend. Thanks for checking in. Brian, heading over to Carthage, New York. KD2KAK.
Good morning. This is Brian, KD2KK. My answer is going to be no. I've had a couple trucks, that want to be able to drive in the snow. I've snow plowed before, and they always get themselves stuck. So my answer is going to be based off of I can drive better in the weather than it can. This is KD2KAK. Back to net control.
I feel definitely the same way, Brian. Much better control doing it yourself. Have a good day. Brandon in Tomball, Texas, KJ5JWV.
Good morning, Brew Crew, TGIF. My answer is going to be a no, nada, never. All right, back to the net control.
Well, that about covers it, and I can't argue with that. You have a good weekend. By the way, folks, the text line is 716-317-9050. You want to miss the pileups? Just put your call in your phone, and Bill, who's on the log helping me out because Vicky's out on assignment, will get you on the log. It's Fun Button Friday, Sal, in Spring Hill, Florida, N2UOG. Sal, push the fun button.
Motion, the fun button is pushed. To the answer to the question, I've been driving my own vehicles for 6 years without an accident. So I'm not about to gamble with with drivable cars, whatever it is. I was just finishing breakfast and I heard my call being called. So no, put me down for no. I'm not interested in cars that are driven not by a human being. Sorry about the mishaps. I had to run in here. Thank you for doing what you do. This is N2OG.
Alrighty, Sal. Yeah, I admittedly made an omelet while Bill was doing the first hour as well, and got to get that morning protein. Have a good day. Let's go to Walter in Alabama, KE4SKJ.
Good evening to the Brew Crew, or good morning rather. It is about 49 degrees here in Alabama, so it feels really nice. Got the windows open, fresh air coming in. Living on Pell City, which is the gateway to beautiful Logan Martin Lake. And to answer the question, I'm a computer programmer. There is no computer that cannot be hacked and will not be hacked. Therefore, no, I would not get a car that tries to drive by computer.
All right, well, from the horse's mouth again, and from a mechanic's earlier, you both said no. Have a good one, Walter. Let's go to the Godfather. Who's up next? Dick? Good morning, Dick. WB2JPQ.
Well, good morning, Jeff, Bill. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to go against the trend this morning. I would like to try it. I'm going to put me down for a yes. I might never take a second ride, but the chances of having an accident or something in one ride, pretty slim, I would think. So put me down for a yes. We'll try it. And I just got a follow-up question for you from yesterday. I would like to know how many people had lunch yesterday, had a sandwich, and cut their sandwich and thought about the morning brew. I know I did. I actually took a picture of my sandwich and sent it to Scott yesterday. doing the second cup today, guys and gals. Bill will be with me. We'll have a little bit of fun at the top of the hard cup. Thank you, Bill, or Jeff. WBTJPQ.
Yeah, that's all we need is about 145 sandwiches on the Facebook page. Have a good one, Dick. We'll talk to you at the next top of the next hour. As of course, it's Friday, everyone, and the second cup will be coming up. And don't forget, at 8 p.m. tonight is the Youth Net. So bring your third-party traffic, children. That's the whole thing, is to keep this thing going and get our youth involved tonight at 8. Let's go to Bill in the Villages, Florida, KR4CKC. Bill, via the text line, you still with us? KR4CKC.
CKC, put me down as a no, I will not let a car drive for me. Not proven technology yet. So you're hey, it's KR4CKC.
All righty, Bill. Have a great morning, sir. Christopher, good morning, K2GCP.
Good morning, K2GCP, Chris from New York. I don't think I'd be comfortable with a car driving me or one of those self-driving taxis or anything like that. I like to be behind the wheel myself, or have someone that knows how to drive, personally. Thank you, and good morning to everyone in the group, and everyone have a good day. K2GCP, if you would.
Yeah, Christopher, I've never done it yet, but I could see how uneasy I would feel sitting in back of one of those autonomous taxis in the back seat without being able to grab the wheel or anything else. I don't know if I could do it, especially in busy traffic. I don't know about all that. Have a good morning. Anna, over to you. Good morning in Beaver, Pennsylvania, KD3AJN. Anna, good morning.
Good morning, Jeff and Bill and the crew in there this morning. Well, sometimes I don't feel comfortable riding with people, so I definitely wouldn't feel comfortable riding in a car with nobody driving it. Everybody have a good weekend. KD3AJN.
And Anna, you do the same. Thanks for stopping by, as always. And to round off this list, and we'll be ready for another round of check-ins, is Tim in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. VE3TCS. Tim, over to you.
Jeff, Bill, and the whole crew, VE3TCS Mobile here. I don't think this is a good idea. It's going to dummy down society even more. People will become too dependent upon machines and stuff, trusting it and not paying attention to where they're going, what they're doing. And no, this just is not a good idea, in my opinion. Anyhow, have a good day, Jeff. Back to now.
All righty, Tim, you're in good company. I glanced up at the pie chart. About a quarter of us, 25% of us, 26% of us would. The rest of us, 75% of us would not. That's where we're at so far. We're ready for another round of check-ins. Bill's on the log with me, and if you could help Bill out and come twice and slowly and as orderly as possible. Come now.
2 Oscar, November Yankee 2 Oscar Mobile.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Oscar Romeo Kilo, KQ4, ORK in the mobile.
Kilo 4, Victor Tango, KJ4 VTT, handheld mobile.
K4 Hotel Delta, K4HD.
Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor. Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, Chris.
Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra. Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra.
Kilo Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta.
Okay, I've got the reflector. It was W9 Lima Tango, Bill. W9 Lima Tango checked into. We're just getting the log squared away. Sorry, I had the key down there, everybody. Well, let's start from the bottom up. We just had W9 Lima Tango Thomas, KC3 FGD Ray, KC2 JZE Bob, you just came in by the text line, W2 KJV Tony, KE6 MAE Larry, VA3 YBS Bill, NW4Q Jim, KB8 PLV Chris, K4 HD Kevin, and we had three mobiles that I'm going to call off here, KK4 VTT Bruce, KQ4 ORK Barry, and at the top of the list we have a question mark on it, something like a N0 or NO2YO. If you could clear that up for us real quick.
November Yankee 2 Oscar. November Yankee 2 Oscar.
All right, Ryan, and I think you said mobile, so we're going to go with you first as well with Barry and Bruce, they're mobile as well. NY20, Ryan in Orlando, Florida. Good morning. The question of the day, everyone on this list, is would you let a car drive for you? Over to you, Ryan.
Morning. I'm gonna say yes, I would. I think I would trust a car, trust some of these self-driving cars I've seen more than I would trust a lot of people, and I say that right now from Florida's I-4 interstate. So I've seen a lot of humans who could use some help, and I think self-driving cars are getting to be a very reliable technology. I've seen a lot of good numbers on it. So I think yes, I would. Maybe not full-time, but maybe at least, on easy commutes and stuff. Back to that control, NY20.
All right, Ryan, thanks for getting us started on this list. Let's go to Barry in Apopka, Florida, who's mobile, KQ4 ORK. Barry, over to you.
Good morning, Jeff, and everybody on the crew. Thanks for picking me up. Well, interesting question this morning, and although I do thoroughly embrace technology, after an update last night and my Surface Pro going blue screen of death, put me in the hell no column. Add a column, hell no. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Have a great Friday. 73, back to net control. KQ4, ORK in the mobile.
All righty, Barry. Have a good morning. When I came up with the question this morning, I was actually thinking of gauging it the way you just gauged it. No, heck no. Have a great morning. Let's go to Bruce, who's mobile in Kissimmee, Florida. KK4 VTT Bruce, good morning.
Good morning to one, good morning to all. Hope everybody has a great weekend out there. I'm going under an underpass. I don't know if you're going to hear the whole thing. No, I would not. It's not perfected yet. Though it's getting there, but the way people drive down here in Florida, you want me to get in a car with nobody driving it? I'll give that a pass. Hey, everybody out there, have a good day, and again, enjoy your weekend. KK4VGT. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I'm with you, Bruce, on that. We heard everything you said when you went under the overpass. You were loud and clear. Have a great weekend. Let's go over to the other coast in Canyon Country, California. Kevin, K4HD, good morning.
All right. Good morning. K4HD coming through All-Star. And yes, I would. Based on eyewitness accounts here in LA, drive a lot, and I've seen the Waymos here driving around, especially around the downtown Los Angeles area, navigating one-way streets, seeing their detection with not only lights and making turns, pedestrians, sidewalks, and pretty impressive. So, yeah, I would definitely ride in one, and not saying there's not any concerns, especially the human factor. You know, if everyone was in one, yeah, it would be great, right? But when we throw in the human factor and all the car chases and unexpected stuff here in LA, it's concerning, but I would definitely take one. I would love it, especially in the evening commute going home, to be able to snooze out. All right, that's it for me. 73 all the way around. K4HD, back to net control.
Kevin, thanks for stopping by. Let's go to Chris in Novi, Michigan. KB8PLD, a simple yes or no question. Chris, would you let a car drive for you?
Good morning, Jeff, and everyone on the net. Put me down for no. No way. If we were living in the age of the Jetsons and flying cars, this would be havoc. Everyone have a good week. This is KB8PLV, back to net.
All right, Chris, and by the way, you were the lucky 100th check-in of the day. You are special this weekend. Have a good one. Let's go to Jim in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, NW4Q. Good morning, Jim.
Hard question, but I'm probably willing to try. You sounding good this morning.
Well, right back at you, Bill. Or Jim, I'm sorry. I'm getting it right here. You have a good morning, sir. Appreciate that. Let's go to Bill, VA3YBS in Dunnville, Ontario, Canada.
Good morning, Jeff and Bill and everybody on the net. To answer your question, I don't think that's something that's going to happen in this lifetime for me. Thanks for doing the net. This is VA3YBS. Back to you.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Bill. Have yourself a great weekend. Larry in Calamasa, California, KE6MAE. Larry, it's Fun Button Friday. Push it.
Up here, the people driving, the Africans doing 70 and they're doing 90 to 100 in and out of traffic. And then they wonder why they have big accidents and we get truck drivers. It's just, we've had a couple of horrific accidents with trucks. likely, but I would be willing to give it a try. I have a friend with a Tesla. I've ridden in it many times. He puts it on driving, and it's pretty accurate. KE6MAE.
All right, Larry. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great weekend, sir. Let's go to one of our network facilitators in Homosassa, Florida, Tony, W2KJV. Good morning.
Morning, Jeff, and everyone on the Morning Brew. It's getting to be a toss-up, but I'm still on the no side, Jeff. Hope everyone has a great day. Hope to see everyone tonight on the Youth Net. Back to you, Jeff, W2KJV.
All right, Tony, we'll see you on the Youth Net. My name is Jeff, KE0GKF. I'm located in Omaha, Nebraska. I have Bill helping me on the log. Vicky is out on assignment the second hour here. And at the top of the hour, in about another half hour, we'll have the second cup. So everyone stick around. Let's go to Ray in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, KC3FGD.
Hey, good morning, Jeff, Bill, everyone on the brew here. Hey, absolutely not. And put it another way, I haven't lost my mind yet. As far as the rest of it, heading up to our wonderful wood shop and then over to gardens to work on those hot chili peppers. Everyone have a great day, great weekend. KC3FGD, back to Jeff.
Well, Ray, I was thinking about you yesterday in the grocery store because I like peppers and I bought some hot ones yesterday. But they were at the grocery store. I'm sorry. I wasn't near your fresh ones. Have a good weekend. Thomas in Florida, W9LP.
Good morning to you and good morning to the net. And I should get a prize because maybe I'm the only one here who's ever ridden in one of those Waymos. And it was fantastic. I really loved it. I rode it in San Francisco a year ago, picked me up in a crowded parking lot, took me through some very busy streets all the way to the Golden Gate Park, and it was a magical experience, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Good morning. This is Whiskey 9 Lima Tango. Take care, everybody.
All right, Thomas. You know, sometimes I wonder about those things. If somebody is actually at somewhere sitting behind a computer and driving, you know, not completely automated, somebody's actually doing that. You know, it makes me wonder. Have a good morning. Let's go to Bob in Hamburg, New York, KC2JZE.
As far as self-driving cars, after seeing a story, I think it was NBC News, about how the self-driving Teslas don't stop at railroad crossings. I think I'm going to wait until the technology gets totally in. Thanks for that, and have a great day, KC2JZ.
All right, Bob, have yourself a great morning. Yeah, there's something to think about right there. Leo in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, K4ITA.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning from the beautiful Fort Lauderdale. 81 degrees this morning, windy, a lot of rip currents. My answer is yes. I use it as soon as I can. I own an electric Ford. When I'm I-95, I turn on the hands-free cruise control and I let the car to drive. I went to the Amfest in Orlando from Fort Lauderdale, very relaxing, half the effort. And you are always in control of the car, always. If you don't look at the road, the system starts beeping, and you have to look at the road and put your hand on the wheel. Have everybody a great day, K4ITA.
All right, Leo, have yourself a good weekend down there in Florida. Doug in Allen Park, Michigan, KF8DRJ.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Bill. Everybody on the net. I see on the log sheet there's yes and no. I don't see hell no, and that's where my vote goes. I feel sorry for squirrels around the world when that becomes a thing.
Everybody have a great day and a good weekend. KF8 ERJ, back to net.
Well, Doug, did you see I put in yes there just to mess with you? I'm kidding. Got you down as no, as you see. Have a good weekend. Ron in Huntsville, Alabama, KR4DRJ. On the Brew Crew, thank you guys for doing this. It always makes a more interesting commute. I will put down no for this. KR4DRJ, hope everyone has a good weekend and a good set in Alabama. Alrighty, Ron, have yourself a great weekend. Zachary in Kissimmee, Florida, KI6KQO.
Good morning, Jeff, Bill, and the Brew Crew. You can put me down as a no. I believe that driving is the most dangerous thing we do every day, so I trust myself more than I do the machines. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. 7-3 to the group. KI6KQO.
All right, Zach, have a great day. Joe, Franklin, Georgia, KQ4YYN.
Good morning, Mr. Jeff, Bill, everybody else out there on the radio system. Yes, I would try it. I drive for a living. I drive taxi cab, and in between I've driven for Uber and Lyft. I did have a 5 rating with Uber and Lyft, but I missed a call, not on purpose, but somehow I missed it. And somebody was mad, gave me a rating. Not a good rating apparently, so it dropped my Uber down to from a 5 to a 4.93. But my answer is yes, I would try it. I like to be in control. I like to have a nice sports car. I saw one yesterday, a 1970, I think it was Firebird, modified, beautiful car, creamy yellow, convertible, and 400 engine, 5-speed transmission. Yes, aftermarket TMX transmission, I think it was. But that being said, yes, sir, I try it, and I see the dangers on the road every day. 2 weeks ago, I was out in Texas, where they're doing all the road work, all the way from Houston to San Antonio and everywhere else. So I would try it out. That being said, I would still want to back up so if something happened, I could take over the controls instantly. So that being said, everybody have a great day out there. This is KQ4YYN, Joe in Georgia.
Joe, have yourself a great weekend, sir. We'll talk at you later. Kevin in Bowling Green, Ohio, KF8DJQ.
Hey, good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Bill. Everybody on the net this morning. You could put me down for a no. There's just, no thank you. KF8.
No, it is, Kevin. You have a good weekend. Carlos, our flyboy for the East Coast Reflector in Hollywood, Florida, and 1 CBM. Good morning, Carlos.
Good morning, Jeff and Bill, everybody else. The Suzuki man and the Harley man at the con. That's nice. I like it. Let's put a big, resounding, bold-lettered negative for me for that question. I would not trust my life, even if the technology is super polished, super cute, super good, on a car. But Carlos, you're a pilot, a lot of people ask. You use the autopilot all the time. Yes, the only difference is that the autopilot in the airplane is not connected to the internet, is not OTA capable, and it's not hackable, which
which is all I need for the autopilot to do what I need him to do. N1CBM, back to you, Jeff. And remember, everybody, tonight, 8 o'clock, Usenet. I'll be the moderator, and we'll have the usual kids there. Bring your third-party traffic, and let's give them some check-ins. N1CBM.
Yeah, Carlos, Dick and I I placed in a quick bet before your answer. Dick said, oh, he's got to say yes. Well, Dick lost. He owes me $10. I'm kidding. Have a good morning, Carlos. We thought you were going to say yes. Let's go to Greg in Purvis. KJ5LJJ. Greg, good morning.
Morning, crew. At this point, I would say no, I wouldn't feel comfortable in a car that drives itself. KJ5LJJ, Greg. Back to you, Nick Control.
Alrighty, Greg. Have yourself a fine weekend, sir. Let's go to Rex in Crystal River, Florida. KJ4LXJ. Good morning.
Good morning to you and the rest of the brew crew out there. I would have to say no. I've read too many things about how the fog and the rain messes with the sensors and they have troubles keeping their distance and all that kind of stuff. So put me down as a no. KJ4LXJ, back to the net.
All right, Rex. Thanks for stopping by this morning. Have a great weekend. And to round out this list, and we'll be ready for another round of radio check-ins, Florin in Conroe, Texas, K5YNU. Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff. Bill, everyone on the Morning Brew Crew. Yes, the same answer for me would be no, as long as I can make a decision on my own. That'll be a big no. And totally agree to our flyboy, N1CBN. Back to the net control, everyone. Have a blast Friday, weekend ahead, and talk to you Monday, God willing. K5YNU Mobile.
All right, Florin. Yeah, coming from a pilot, a mechanic, and a computer programmer, all three say no. You have a good weekend. We had Mike, one of our network facilitators, just come in via the text line, K2CMT. Let's add to that. Twice and slowly for Bill, if you could, please. Come now.
Kilo Alpha 2, Echo Uniform, KA2, EU.
Kilo Oscar 4, Foxtrot, Bravo Mike. Kilo Oscar 4, Foxtrot, Bravo Mike, mobile.
Whiskey Bravo 5, India Tango Tango. WB5ITT. Hope that wasn't too slow.
KC1, S5.
KO4, GGZ. Kilo Oscar 4, Golf Golf Zulu.
Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie. Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie.
Charlie 5, Charlie Papa Oscar. Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Papa Oscar.
KO4, RXE, window.
Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Zulu X-ray, KC5CZX.
Charlie Papa Oscar. Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Papa Oscar.
Kilo 5, Bravo Mike
November 5, Golf
Kilo
India.
5, Bravo Mike India Mobile.
Foxtrot 5, India Tango Golf. I'll be in and out.
Kilo Delta 2, Zulu, Juliet Whiskey on the mobile. That's KD2, ZJW on the mobile. I'll be in and out.
Kilo Quebec 4 Hotel Echo Foxtrot KQ4 HEF in and out.
Whiskey 8 Bravo Papa Delta W8BED. KF8 Detroit Rock City.
W2QT, Whiskey number 2 Papa, Uniform Tango Mobile.
Okay, looks like I've got the reflector. We've got a good list here we're going to take care of right now. Starting from the bottom up, W2PUT, Dan, you're mobile, so you're going to be second of the first two on this list. Hang tight. KF8, DRC, Jack. W8BPD, Brian. KQ4HEF, Keith from Thompson, Georgia. You were an IO this morning. Have a great weekend. And also KD2ZJW. Joe from New York, you were also an IO. Have a great weekend. Moving up the list, N5GI, Rick. K5BMI, Kyle. KC5CPO, Dave. KY4NB, Scott. KC5CZX, Daryl. KO4RXE, Weddle. W2AJV, Anthony. WD8PIC, Bob. KO4GGZ, David. We had a station with a KC1 in your call. KC1. Get us squared away on that, would you?
KC1 SYQ. KC1 SYQ.
Thanks, Dave. Hang tight. Appreciate that getting squared away for us. KC2JPQ, Frank. WB5ITT, Chris. KO4FBM, Jose. You're the first mobile in this list. You're up first. KA2EEU, Scott. And K2CMT, Mike, at the top of the list. Let's do these mobile stations. Jose in St. Cloud, Florida. KO4FBM, and everybody on this list. And Jose, would you let a car drive for you? Good morning, Jose.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, everyone on the net. I would say no way, Jose. Back to you, and you all have a wonderful weekend. Take care.
Good one, Jose. No way, Jose. Is that what I say? No way, Jose. Well, have a good weekend. Good hearing you as always, Jose. We'll talk to you later. Let's go to Dan, W2PUT in Milan, Michigan, who's also mobile. One of our network facilitators. Dan, over to you.
Good morning. I was just thinking about what you were saying there, Jose. Would that be Jose squared? But to answer the question, no, not on your life. I don't think the technology is quite there for us to fully rely on that. And I enjoy driving anyway, but yeah, no. I'll call an Uber or I'll walk before heading up to a tower site in Ann Arbor here. Got a lot of stuff going on with one of my work projects. Back to you. W2P UT Mobile, Milan, Michigan.
Jose squared. You're quite the mathematician this morning, Dan. Have a good morning. Let's go to Mike at the top of the list, one of our network controllers. Good morning, Mike, and to Barry, K2CMT.
Good morning, Jeff, and everyone else that is participating this morning. Bill are on the log. The answer is yes. If you saw how I drive, you know that I need all the help I can get. And I do like to sleep when I'm riding, so that could come in real handy. This is Mike, K2CMT in DeBerry, Florida, 7-3.
Yeah, Mike, I'd be the farthest from sleeping knowing a car was driving for me, but you do you, buddy. Have a good morning. Let's go to Scott in Spring, Texas, KA2EEU. Good morning, Scott.
Well, good morning to everyone on the net. I wish I had a lot of time to talk to y'all about it. The answer is yes, and I've had a Cybertruck for 8 weeks, and I can tell you that it's not perfect, but the only arguments my wife and I ever had was over my driving. That has all stopped, and the technology is much better than you think. If you haven't experienced it, you need to try to. And you guys that are emphatically no, you guys probably said that about the calculator too. Back to you, KHUEQ.
Well, there's a lot of emphatic no's. 71% of us. It's crept up though, Scott. We're almost to 30% say that they would. Have a good weekend. Chris in Beaumont, Texas, WB5ITT.
Good morning, sir, and to the rest of the Morning Brew, TGIF. I have mixed emotions on it. As Scott was saying earlier, the technology's gotten better. There's still some instances like maybe a kid running out in front of a vehicle, or even, say, a pet, an animal, that I still don't feel right that the technology would be good enough to stop the vehicle in time. I could be wrong, but if they get that perfected, then I'd have to say probably yes. And earlier you were mentioning about, changing the scale of the answers to no and yes, no, and I went, well, make it from 1 to 10, with 10 being emphatically, H yes, and 1 being, no. Kind of spread it out there a little bit. Anyhow, I hope everybody has a good weekend. It's gorgeous skies down here this morning, but unfortunately we're looking at some storms coming in. And it's going to be a wet Saturday down here in Southeast Texas. WB5ITT, back to that.
All right, Chris, we'll walk between the raindrops is all you've got to do. We're going to be nice and sunny here. You have, I don't know what to tell you. You have a good weekend. I'm just kidding with you. Have a good one. Frank in Lancaster, New York, KC2JPQ.
Good morning, Jeff and Bill and Dick and everybody on the brew. I'm going to say no. I wouldn't want to get in a car with a, no driver. And the only reason I'm saying that is in the winds in New York, people know, like, you can be driving, it's a nice day, and all of a sudden you go into a whiteout with the snow. So I'm wondering how that technology would work in there. That would be a little scary. Anyhow, it's fun Friday, and do something fun. Have a great weekend. I'll send it back to the net, KC2JPQ.
All right, Frank. Yeah, like Chris just before you said, with dogs and animals and kids in the road and such, makes me wonder who would be liable. If the car runs into somebody, God forbid. I wasn't driving it. Wasn't my fault. What do you do there? Have a good one. Let's go to David in Essex Junction, Vermont, KC1SYQ.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicky, and the Brew Crew. I would say yes. Definitely on highways, straight down the road. Yeah, why not? KC1SYQ, back to net.
All right, David. Have a great weekend. David in Archer, Florida, KO4GGZ.
Hi, good morning to the crew. Real quick, my answer is no. I don't believe I would at this point. Technology is just not quite there. KO4GGZ, back to net.
All right, David. Have a great weekend. It's 5 to the hour. It's Speed Round, Bob. Sylvania, Ohio, WD8PIC.
No. Only if I was in a car and, you know, there was somebody else in there and they didn't tell me till I got done. Gonna get hold of the roofer today and try antenna work in the future, so pray. Take care, WD8PIC.
All right, Bob. Have yourself a fine weekend. Anthony in Atco, New Jersey, W2AJV. Speed Round, Anthony. W2AJV. Anthony is still with us?
Yes, this is W2AJV. No, I would not get in a self-driving car. Good morning. Great job with the net.
Thanks, Anthony. Have yourself a fine weekend. Wendell in Kentucky, KO4RXE. Wendell, your Speed Round answer.
H-E, double hockey stick, no. Negative, 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 Ghost Rider. KO4RXE, Wendell. No. Back to net control. Appreciate you running the net, everybody that's involved, and have a great weekend. KO4RXE.
Wendell, have yourself a fine one. We'll talk to you next Monday. KC5CZX, Daryl in Lubbock. Good morning, Daryl.
Well, good morning to everyone on the brew, and no, definitely not. So back to net, KC5CZX.
All right, Daryl, have a fine weekend. We're the last 3 minutes of the net here. We'll keep going here. The second cup is coming up at the top of the hour. Speed Round here, Scott, Memphis, Tennessee, KY4NB.
Morning, everybody on the Brew Crew. I'll go with a yes. I'll be a devil's advocate here. And by the way, that plane everybody just got off of or got onto, it's autopilot most of the time. KY4NB, back to net. Happy Friday, y'all.
But as Carlos said, Scott, it's not on the internet. It's not controlled by other external sources. He could probably talk to you about that. Have a good one. Dave in Burleson, Texas, KC5CPO.
Good morning, everyone on the brew. Speed round answer. I was going to say yes, but then I did a Google search, and Google says that you're twice as likely to have an accident in a self-driving car than driving yourself. So, you know, everything on the internet is right. So, until I do more research, I'm going to have to say no. KC5C.
Thanks for the research this morning. Have a good weekend, Dave. Kyle in Silsbee, Texas, K5BMI.
Yep, good morning everyone on the crew, and absolutely not. K5BMI, back to net.
All right, Kyle, thanks for the quick answer. Rick in the Villages, Florida, N5GI. It's Speed Round, Rick.
Jeff, no problem. The answer here is clearly a big no. Not yet. Maybe someday in the future. Y'all have a great weekend. N5GI, back to net.
All right, we got a couple, 3 left here. Just going to be right on time. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Brian in Warren, Michigan, W8BPD. Brian, Speed Round answer.
Good morning, Jeff and Bill, everybody on the Brew Crew. Riding with my wife is scary enough. No to let the computer and car drive for me.
Brian. Thanks for your quick answer. We'll talk to you on Monday, sir, with the same crew here. Let's go to Jack in Rochester, Michigan. KF8DRC Speed Round, Jack.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, everybody. Yes, I say yes. I like to be hands-free all the time, and I can do what I want to do. Turn around instead of being nervous, getting on people's this and that and that. That's all I have. KF8DRC.
Alrighty, Jack, I agree with you. You have yourself a fine weekend. 2 more left. Let's go to Marson in Sterling Heights, Michigan. N8MJN. Marson, good morning. Marson, you still with us? N8MJN. Nothing heard on Marson there. That was actually the first of my whole hour here, which is so doing pretty good. Let's go to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and to wrap up the net, Ben and his mobile WD8CZP. Ben, put a bow on it for us. What's your answer?
Okay, wrapping it up. Good morning, Jeff, and the rest of the Blue Crew. Yes, it's mobile because I'm RV full time, but I am actually in Winter Haven, Florida, enjoying the nice weather, and have been for a year. Anyway, to wrap it real fast, no, it's subjective. Maybe in time, in the city, definitely might be preferable over some of the illegal semi-drivers. That's all I got. Have a great weekend, everyone. I don't think I'll make it on the second cup today. A little rushed myself. WD8CZP, Winter Haven, Florida, out.
All right, Ben, thanks for wrapping up the net for us there. Everybody have a great weekend. For those who are curious, the pie chart says 72.38% of us would not. 27.7 would was the final result. We had 139, just short of 140 check-ins, 139 check-ins, another great net. Everyone have a great weekend. The second cup is coming up. Dick will put about 20 seconds of silence in here for stations that need to connect and disconnect. On behalf of Bill, Dick, Vicky, who's out on assignment the second hour, Scott's been with us about the last half hour, or last hour as well, helping out. 7-3, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Good morning, everybody. Having a little laughter in the Zoom room. Come join us. Everybody's always welcome to come and join us in the Zoom room. I just asked Google. Somebody asked Google about driving the cars, and I asked Google about whether you cut your sandwich straight or diagonal, and Google says majority cut on diagonal. So there you go. We wouldn't have had to do that exercise yesterday. Scott just forgot to ask Google. This is Dick, WB2JPQ, along with Bill this morning on 2B8. Scott's here, Jeff's here, the whole team is in here. Vicky's off on assignment the last hour here this morning. So let's have a little bit of fun this morning on the second hour. We get everybody in here just to talk what's on your mind. If you have a question, we'll be glad to answer it if we can. If not, just a general discussion and just to get people talking here this morning. So we've already got KQ8U, Bob, E-Course via the text line. We got Daryl, WB1DXN. Let's see if we have any mobiles. Do I have any mobiles this morning that would like to get in here and say hello?
Whiskey Alpha 2, Mike Golf. Mobile in and out. Whiskey Alpha 2, Mike Golf.
Alpha Bravo 2, Oscar, Quebec, mobile, Buffalo, New York.
Mike in and out, good morning.
N1 Indian, November 1, November Delta, November, mobile somewhere in Virginia.
Bravo 5, Zulu Yankee Lima, KB5, ZY, in and out.
Hello, Tango, Juliet Mobile, in and out.
Let me hold up here a minute. We got KB5ZY. We have a question on the last one. You guys are kind of quick. We need a choice and slowly, please. KB5YZ, could we get a correction on that?
Good morning, Kilo Bravo 5, Zulu Yankee Lima, Kilo Bravo 5, Zulu Yankee Lima, in and out.
Morning, Jeff. What a difference an L makes, right? Too bad you can't stick with us. Good morning to Bernie in Hudson Falls, N1NDN. And that was AB2OQ. That's Tom, AB2OQ, a friend of mine from Buffalo, Bill. AB2OQ. We got you, Tom. Good to hear you in Lackawanna. WA2NMG is also Mobile. And I think, yep, I said go to AB2G, Dan, Wyoming, Michigan. Good morning to you, Dan. What's on your mind this morning? Us or just general discussion here?
My goodness, that's so much pressure. Whiskey Alpha 2, Mike Golf. I was prepared for a question, not prepared for a free-for-all. I hope you have a good Friday, though. Not sure what else to say, brother.
Scott just says, how do you cut your sandwich? You have anything planned for the weekend, ham radio-wise, Dan? It's just general discussion.
Negative. No plans for the weekend on ham radio other than monitoring when I'm in my truck. I'm going to a youth retreat for church, so I'm going to not get very much sleep and not have much time on the radio. Over.
It's a good cause, and if you can get in, support our youth net tonight at 8 o'clock. Thanks, Dan. Good morning to Tom. It's been a long time, Tom. AB2OQ, welcome.
Yeah, how you doing there, Dick? Yeah, it's been a while. I was sitting there listening, so I figured I'd check in. I had a chance, so yeah, I'm coming in through my node there. So I don't know. I think I got better chance of somebody hearing me on the node. so that's what I'm coming in through there. So I can hit it from where I'm at. Just sitting in the mobile right now. So I don't have much to say. I'll say hi to everybody on the net there, and we'll pass it back over to you there. WP2JPQ is Sulphur Bravo 2 Oscar, Quebec.
I remember talking to you on HF on many states when you were over the road truck driver. So good to hear you. Bernie, Hudson Falls, N1NDN. I think you're on your way to Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
N1NDN Mobile. You are not mistaken. I'm somewhere in Virginia. I don't know exactly where. I think I'm probably 70 or 80 miles north of Roanoke on Route 81. Headed down to Florida, and the weather's absolutely beautiful. Blue skies, nice views of the Blue Ridge Mountains, although they're a little hazy, and just thoroughly enjoying the ride. Great, no issues, and just having a good run here this morning. I'm using my All-Star node. It's a Siri Pi hat strapped to a Raspberry Pi, and it's wireless to my little cellular hotspot. And it's been working fantastic. I had some trouble with it last year, and I actually posted to the All-Star board this year to see if there was a way to fix it, and boy, somebody gave me the solution, and it's absolutely perfect. So No loss. Working really good mobile here on Route 81, just using my HT. So 7-3, or good morning all from somewhere in Virginia, N1 NDN.
Thanks, Bernie. Have a safe trip. And yeah, last year when we went to Florida, I think it was 10 days, connected at the end of my driveway, and we stayed connected all the way down, all the way back, and all the way, while we were there in Orlando. And it's a great way to stay in touch. Good morning to Bob. I'll bet you Bob's going to tell us about a car show this weekend. Q8U, good morning. What's on your mind, Bob?
Morning, Dick, and the rest of the second cup. There is a car show today. It's going to be cold, 52 degrees, windy. Hopefully this is the last one. At a point now, when we get there, we have to start selling the 50-50 tickets as soon as we get there. By the time we get done, it's time to go home. I get time to put it to sleep. This might be the last one. Unless you want to be out there next week on Halloween. I don't even like leaving the house on Halloween, all the goggles. Yeah, we've got a good one. I'll be on the Ute now, owned by then. KQ8U, back to that.
Not sure. We are moving to a new location, so maybe I'll help a little bit in my not be able to walk very well, but probably do some of that, but not sure. But I thought I checked in time for the second for the first cup there. I had about 6 minutes to go, and I better get in there. And so the next thing I heard was I was part of your show today. So anyway, it's right now it's nice and sunny. I didn't get a chance to check the temperature yet, but I'm sure it's down in the 50s at best. Everybody have a great day. WB1DXN.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day, good weekend as well. Anthony, what's on your mind this morning? W2AJV, good morning. Got any questions for us today?
Oh, I got a million questions. And W2AJV, I would be reciting longer than the first act of Hamlet. Good morning, Bill. It's always a pleasure to hear you doing the net, and good morning to everybody on the net. Bill, I wonder if I could connect with you on the phone. I'm having trouble getting Echolink to work on my Clear Note. I sold my what's the name? My OpenSpot 4 Pro. I totally gave up on that. The Clear Note, though, it's much easier to work with. But if we could connect, I know you're a very busy guy. So with that, I'll say 7-3 to everyone on the net, and I'll turn it back to net control. This is WAJV 7-3 clear.
Okay, Anthony, this is Dick. Bill is logging. Bill's probably going to do the last half hour, give him a chance to get in here and talk this morning. Last time he helped, I forgot all about him. I left him out to dry for the full hour, but we'll get him in here at the half hour. The best thing, Anthony, would be to come into the Zoom room. I'm not an Echolink user. I do not have a Clear Note. I don't know what's different, but I think if you came into the Zoom room, we could find somebody to help you more see what we can do. Get hold of me through our hotline, and
But again, I'm not the one to help you. Maybe let's start here. Anybody out there got a clear node that can help Anthony would be willing to come into Zoom room or talk to him and help him set up Echolink on his node.
N2BH, if he has, Anthony, if you have Facebook, there's a clear node group on there, and there's a guy, Ray Tortella or something like that. It's very knowledgeable, and I'm sure somebody in there will be able to help you out. I haven't used the Echolink on the clear node. N2BH.
Well, no, I don't really use it either, except that there are a couple nodes, and it's a necessary evil. I don't really like Echolink, but they're the only way I can get into the nodes. I will look for that node, that group on Facebook. Thank you, Bill. And Dick, I meant to say Bill. Dick, I meant to say Dick instead of Bill. But thank you for allowing me to ask my question. And with that, I'll say good morning to Bill and everybody on the net. W2 AJV 73 clear.
Right, Anthony, I doubled with you for a minute. I missed the beginning, but we got it. Thank you very much. Let's move on to Rex. He's in the Zoom room with us here this morning from Crystal River, Florida. KJ4LXJ. Rex, what do you got on this weekend?
Well, good morning to you and everybody that's on the second cup. Today I'm going up to our Legion post. We have a veteran stand-down event. They're going to have a lot of resources for veterans there as far as VA loans, health care, all that kind of stuff. Going to go up and see if I can lend a hand. Saturday night going to a Halloween party at a friend's. And I do have a headset coming, so Sunday it's supposed to be here from Amazon. A mono headset, so the wife doesn't have to listen to what she calls my Trekkie radio. KJ4LXJ, back to you guys.
Zoom room question here a couple of days ago, Rex. He's a hamster in his garage, and his wife's in the bedroom, and she says that he's bothering her. So we suggested to get a headset. Let me take some radio check-ins. Got a couple text check-ins. I got Roy from Blaisdell and David from Sacramento, California. We got you in there. But let's do some radio check-ins. Anybody anywhere twice and slowly? This is Dick, WB2JPQ.
Kilo, Kilo 4, Kilo Zulu Zulu, KK4, said.
Kilo 4 X-ray Foxtrot,
Delta Charlie.
Kilo 4, this is X-ray Foxtrot, Mobile.
Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Delta Bravo, KP2, Charlie Delta Charlie, KM7 CDC, Benjamin and Tempe.
Kilo Echo 8, Papa Mike, Kilo Echo 8, Papa Mike, Kilo IWN.
This is Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Echo Lima. Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Echo Lima, Jose in Austin, Texas, in and out.
Let me grab it here a minute. Let me get control here. It never fails. Every single one of those that called in was either a double or a triple. The last one we got, Jose from Austin, Texas, was in and out. Just bear with me a minute. We'll pick some more up, but I want to clear up the board here for a minute. We got you, Jose, KJ5MEL. And just before there was a KE8PM something, and you had doubled with about 5 stations. So who was the KE8PM? Question mark.
Kilo Echo 8,
Papa Mike Kilo, Kilo Echo 8, Papa Mike Kilo. It's Chuck over at Allen Park. I've been doubling for days.
Morning, Chuck. We were just missing a lot of, well, there was a lot of doubling. You want to hear the doubling? We if that's not the word we should broadcast. Well, we play the Nets on the Facebook page, and you want to go in there and listen. You can certainly hear the doubling, what it sounds like. It's usually posted about an hour or so after. About an hour or so after each net. We got you, Chuck. Nice meeting. We got Ben in Temple, Arizona, and we got Richard in Fort Lauderdale, the Mac in Gainesville, Florida, and we got Katie, UN, Tim Hamburg, probably at work in Gwanda, and let's take some more check-ins twice and slowly, please.
Don't know if I doubled or not. KB2, UDB, Kilo Bravo 2, Uniform Delta Bravo. Mike down here, Sebring, Florida.
Yeah, we got you, Mike. I didn't have you before. KB2, UDB. We'll get to you in just a minute. There was an Orlando station that was not making it. Let me go up here and go up to David. No, let's run a couple mobiles here. Let's give these guys a chance before we go to some of the text check-ins here. KK4K, Gainesville, Florida. What's on your plate for this weekend? Good to hear you.
Oh, I'm not really sure all that I'm doing this weekend. Doing the errands, I guess. Yeah, this is the first time I've been able to check in on the second cup, and usually I'm working by this time, but I have a lull between appointments, and after this I'm going to see if I can go on to my next customer. I basically install fiber internet to customers' homes, so it's just been quiet here for a little bit, and another area in Gainesville will be opening up next week, and we'll start to get busy again. But that's basically what I do. So I have some idea of what internet, how people love the internet or hate the internet, and just needing the internet. Without internet in the house, it could be chaos. That I have learned. Anyways, I hope everyone has a great weekend. But that's basically wanted to say hello and take the opportunity to check in on this net. KK4KZZ.
Yeah, the log shows the fact that you've never been in here before. Glad you could meet different people, because it's a different hour. So it's all good. And we don't have a question. We just general discussion. If somebody's got a question for us, we try to answer it. Let's go to Richard in Fort Lauderdale. Good morning, K4XF.
Good morning, all. This is Kilo 4XF. Handles Rich. Yes, I'm in Fort Lauderdale. I hear that some of my northern brethren are coming south. So come on down. It's really, really nice. I just got back from Montreal and Maine and that area of the country. And it was very fresh and brisk and really, really fun to be up there in some cool weather. But FYI, came on back down this way where we hang out for the winter, as we live here really year-round. So that's I don't have a lot to report. Part of the reason I checked in is because I now have a mobile in my car for the first time in like 3 years. So I finally got around to putting it back. So I'm running a 50-watt mobile at the time. Dick, thanks for keeping this operation running. Very, very slick, very smooth, and congratulations on your mastery of technology. This is K4XF in Fort Lauderdale.
Well, Jeff, it's certainly not me alone. We have a team. Our team works very, very well together, and we get a lot accomplished, and it's really a great team effort. But thank you, and thanks to Motorola for providing the W4MOT in Fort Lauderdale, so you South Florida guys having access to the East Coast Reflector. We certainly appreciate their efforts. And I don't know how far you are from the repeater. I don't know exactly where it is, but it's on a high-rise building on the ocean somewhere where the ships come in, if that means anything to you. So I don't know how far you are from there, Rich. Let's go out to Temple, Arizona. Let's see what Ben's got in his mind this morning. KM7CDC. Good morning, Ben.
Good morning. Let's see. I've got an HD radio coming today. I've got some radio parts coming tomorrow. One thing about the pile-ups, the double-ups there, I've started just running an HD radio in the next room, not close enough to create an echo, but close enough to hear if I'm doubling up or being doubled up, etc. So apologies to anyone I might have doubled up on briefly. I try to cut it out as quick as possible. Like many, might have an HT radio addiction problem. I keep getting those, so I always have one extra somewhere to make up for the lack of full duplex. Anyway, that's my plans this weekend is getting frustrated with programming new radios. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, I might be getting a job offer. They reorganized my position, and so I'm interviewing for my own job again. So hopefully that's coming today. That'll be great news. Back to net. Over.
Well, we'll give Ben extra points today. He's got a full plate, and hopefully you'll get the job back, Ben. Wish you a lot of luck. Let's go check in Allen Park. I know he had trouble getting in this morning. KE8PMK. There's always the text line, Chuck. Good morning.
Roger, this is Kilo Echo 8 Papa Mike Kilo. Don't mind me. Frustration from doubling, it just comes from being part of radio. And yeah, there's no worries there. I've been on some pile-ups out on high frequency that have been much, much worse. But I can say this. It's sometimes easier to get New Zealand on 20 meters at night than it is to get onto the East Coast Reflector high. But that's, like I said, all about radio, and that's why we like doing it. Yeah, that's about all I'm going to do this weekend is have some radio fun while we get ready for deer hunting. That'll be coming up in a couple more weeks. And with that, I'm going to say 7-3 all. Everybody have a great weekend. This is Kilo Echo 8 Papa Mike Kilo.
That is ham radio, Chuck. It's all good. I'm going to take a couple more here, and I'm going to turn over to Bill. Let him get in here for half an hour. He's been sitting there patiently. Let him take a few. But I'm going to go to Tim, KD2IWN. Tim, good morning to you. And I heard Chuck say Bill say he bought his first motorcycle up there at Glenda Harley.
Oh, good morning, Dick, and everybody on the brew crew this morning on the Extra Cup. Didn't have time to really get into the morning brew this morning because I just had, as we have been here and where I work, computer issues. My hub, my dock for my external screen for my laptop, the power supply decided to crap out. We had to figure that out, so that took me a little while to figure out and get back in, and then neaten up some cables and clean up around the computer and just yada, yada, yada. So now I can actually do something, and I'm back at it here. Well, they installed something else on my computer for safety purposes and stuff, cybersecurity, which is some issues that we've had over the past couple of weeks. This weekend, let's see, tonight starts off, I'm going to talk to my financial guru about some things going on with the family, get that out of the way, and I have dinner at his house since he's my wife's cousin. And tomorrow starts off with a memorial service for an elder in our church. He passed away. He was 101. That's as elder as you get these days. Great guy, pillar in the community, fireman, ex-World War II vet. He's a World War II vet and stuff, so great guy. Going to do that in the morning. Then we're going to go get some pumpkins, have some lunch, and then hopefully get to sit in the tree stand or on the ground blind and do some hunting this evening. And then Sunday is obviously be doing church in the morning. We got some moving around to do because we're getting my mother-in-law settled in to our house. Her room is pretty much ready. Just going to move some stuff in. Get her all settled in, maybe watch a little football, and then do another evening hunt, and that'll start the week. I have all next week off, so if you don't hear from me, that's because I'm in the woods. And it starts my ruckcation. Me and my son will have off next week doing some deer hunting. So that's the weekend and the week forward. Everybody have a great day and your weekend. 73 all, this is KD2IWM.
Thanks, Jim. I get a block from your house quite often. We now use CVS there in Boston since they closed the CVS in Hamburg there about a year ago. We got Mike and Sebring in queue here, and we got David and Roy in Blaisdell. Let me get a list started for Bill. Anybody anywhere like to get in here the second cup and say good morning? Twice and slowly, please.
Good morning, KA2EEU, Kilo Alpha 2, Echo Uniform. I'll be in and out.
November 5, Oscar Zulu Golf, N5OZG Mobile.
India 4, November, Hotel, Quebec. Kilo India 4, November, Hotel, Quebec. In and out.
Kilo Delta 9, Tango Bravo.
KJ5LJJ in and out. KJ5LJJ. KJ5LJJ in and out.
Cal 4 NHP. Cal 4 NHP in and out.
What's all these in and outs, guys and gals? Come on, talk to us this morning. That's what this net is all about. People talking, especially new people. Good morning to Karen in Tennessee. Love to hear from you if you want to change your vote and stay with us. We got the KI4NPH in and out, and KJ5LJJ, Greg in and out. And Bill's going to pick the rest up. Thanks, everybody. Over to you, Bill. WB2JPQ.
Oh, thank you, Dick. Let's see, we'll acknowledge Kurt, KD9TTB, Joe in the mobile, N5OZG, Scott, KE2EEU, and, of course, we got Mike, KB2UDB. Let's take our mobile, and then we'll go up to the top of the list. Joe, N50ZG, what's on your mind today?
Good morning to you in control, and good morning to everyone on the net. Name is Joe, Julian Oscaco, and the mobile, and down here in New Orleans. Just getting the day started, man. Just wrapped up our first service call, so that's about it, sir. Good evening to you, and have a good day, man. This is Amateur Radio Station, November 5, Oscar Zulu Golf Mobile.
Yeah, very good, Joe. Hope your day goes smoothly, and you get to enjoy your weekend. Thanks for checking in. Let's go up top of the list here. David, N6QDY, good morning again.
radios up there for the snow coming, supposedly. They forecasted for Saturday, but looked at their forecast again, and now it's supposed to be just rain. But I'm just going to go up there and take care of that stuff today. Let's see, got to go to my daughter's and to my son-in-law's here tonight. And, that was a great question on the Waymo. So when we do it, which I hope is going to be soon, I'll have to remember to bring it into the Zoom room or something, or at least do a video, so see how that works out. So I'll let you guys know ahead of time. And let's see, that's about it for now. Thanks, Bill, for doing what you do. And have a great weekend, and we'll probably catch you guys tonight on the YouthNet, 7-3 and 6 QDY.
Very good, David. We appreciate you being here every day and joining us so early and get that stuff done before the snow flies so you can still get up there. Have a great weekend. Roy, K8 BYU, what's on your mind today?
Oh, good morning, Bill. Everybody on the second cup. KA8 BYU. Well, not much going on this weekend other than the usual. Taking care of the 3 kids and the bird. Already got them fed, watered, litter box is clean, and the bird fed and water. All I got to do is clean her cage yet, so that's like a usual everyday thing. Other than that, really no other plans for the weekend, except if it stays not raining for a while, walk down and grab my prescriptions from the pharmacy. Hope to see everybody tonight on the YouthNet, 7-3.
Very good, Roy. Yeah, you watch the weather and then you forget. I think Saturday's supposed to be the nicer of the 2 days, but we'll see. And I hope you get this stuff done and enjoy your weekend. Mike, KB2 UDB. Good morning. How are you? KB2 UDB. Mike, you still with us? Yeah, we'll try him again in a few minutes. Scott, KE2EEU, good morning. What's on your mind? Scott, KE2EEU. Yeah, let's try Kurt, KD9TTB. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Kurt, KD9TTB. Hello, it's evening for me. I'm actually in the Philippines. I don't know if using the app I should be using my Delta Victor 3/Kilo Delta 9 Tango Tango Bravo call sign or not, but there it is. So anyway, it's Friday evening here, Friday 7:39 in the evening, and it's raining like there's no tomorrow. And but other than that, the weather's fine, in the mid-80s, and very, very wet this time of year. I'm finishing up my day and headed into the weekend. I hope you're all going to have a good weekend, and I'll go back to net control. Thanks.
Very good, Kurt. Hope you're having a great time over there. And up north here, we're starting out 48 this morning, a little cloudy and breezy, and not too bad though. Thank you for checking in, and hope you enjoy your weekend. Oh, let's try Mike again, KB2 UDB.
Good morning, Bill, Dick, and everybody else out there in the Zoom room. Sunshine lollipops down here in Florida. Out here fishing on the dock and getting ready to head up north there by you there, Bill. I'll be heading to Macedon. I'll be going up, leaving here November 6th and coming back December 5th. So we'll be up there a whole month. So going to be visiting family and friends up there. And then we'll be heading back here before the snowflakes really start flying. Other than that, everything's good. Thanks for doing the net, and we'll talk to you later. I got to work as a security over here at the Terror Trail tonight. It's a scary trail for Halloweeners. So we're all going to be good down here. Talk to you later. TV2 UDD back to net control.
Very good, Mike. Yeah, look forward to seeing you, and maybe you can join us for one of the Rock City breakfasts. I think it's November 8th. I'm not positive. I'd have to look at the calendar, but going to have it at, I believe, Ray's over in Canandaigua, and yeah, hopefully you can join us. Have a good weekend. Now let's try Scott again, KE2EEU. Yeah, nothing heard. Let's take some more check-ins. Come with their call signs twice and slowly.
N1YKT. N1YKT.
JD4 QIP, Kilo Delta 4, Quebec, India, Papa. We'll be in and out.
All right, we'll say good morning to Bart. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great weekend.
Romeo Hotel Echo.
Yeah, we got you, Roger. Get back to you in a second here, and well, let's go to Johnny. N1YKT. What's on your mind today?
Good morning, everyone. Nothing much, man. Other than my wallet's starting to get a little bit lighter there. I had to finally get the heater going. I set it till about 64, and yeah, it actually activated this morning around 2 a.m. Scared the crap out of me. Excuse the language, I guess. It was 36 degrees this morning when I walked out the door to drop off the kid and boss, and finally 44, so it's creeping up pretty quick. Hopefully I'll finish my tower work this weekend, but other than that, taking it easy. Happy Friday to those that have a Friday. Those that are retired, then it's just another day. Take care. 73N1YKT.
Yeah, for some of us, every day's a Friday. Man, you're starting out colder than we are. We're 48 here this morning, and I don't know if we're going to get rain today or not. I guess Buffalo area had 2 inches last day or so, and definitely need it. We're still in a little drought situation, and hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us. Roger, and 4RHE, good morning.
N2BH, thank you for serving a second cup, Bill. November 4, Romeo Teleco. On my mind, 20 years ago today, Category 5 Hurricane Wilma, the most intense tropical cyclone in the Atlantic Basin, came across my yard. My yard looked like a green Mount St. Helens. I could not get out of my yard.
will not convince me that anything Category 3 or above equals catastrophe. It's not a pleasant situation. November 4, Roger Ham Enthusiast. Return to net.
Yeah, some of the storms are crazy. I couldn't stand the winds for hours and hours. I don't know how people do it, and God bless them. Hope you have a great weekend, Roger. Thank you for checking in. This N2BH, along with Dick, WB2JPQ on the second cup. Let's take some more check-ins. Call signs twice.
This is King Ida 5, King Ocean Ocean, King Ida 5, King Ocean Ocean, or KOO, Texas.
Kilo Yankee 4, November Bravo, KY4NB, Scott in Memphis.
This is KF0MHN, Kilo Foxtrot 0, Mike Hotel, November. This is November 2, Delta Golf Tango, N2 DGT.
All right, we'll acknowledge Dan, N2DGT, Bill, KF0MHN, Scott, KY4NB, and Kyle, KI5KOO. What's on your mind today, Kyle?
King Ida 5, King Ocean Ocean, Kyle and from Katie, currently in Houston. We're taking my 11-year-old or 6th grade boys out to learn about the Constitution today here in the Houston area. Enjoying 77-degree weather. The skies are dry and clear, and we're in the mobile. That's about it. Thank you for providing the service today. Back to the net, KI5KOO.
Oh, thank you for being here, and yeah, it sounds like fun day. Get to spend time with the kids and teach them something. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Scott, KY4NB, how are you today?
KY4NB from Landell's Barbecues. Well, I'm doing all right here in Memphis. 53 degrees according to the thermometer on the car, so nice and cool, and see the sun's out now, so that's good. And self-driving cars, well, maybe this guy in a truck can get one of those because he's on the wrong side of the road. Hi. It's like they're doing some construction over here. Well, I passed that roadblock. And just motoring to work, kind of lazy today. Got a meeting at 1:30. I want to know who makes those on a Friday afternoon. Oh, wait, that's the boss. Okay, well, we'll let her do that. Anyway, other than that, looking toward the weekend, and hope everybody has a good rest of your Friday out there. And thanks for the second cup. We appreciate it. KY4NB, back to net.
Yeah, very good, Scott. Hopefully the meeting won't last too long, and maybe get out early and get an early start on the weekend. Appreciate you checking in, and hope you have a great day. Bill, KF0MHN, good morning. What's on your mind?
Well, good morning. I really don't have much on my mind. I just wanted to say good morning to you and Dick and the brew crew. And picked up this morning here in Minnesota, 22 degrees this morning with frost on the grass. So coldest day so far, with many more to come. So that's about all I had to say. So back to brew. And this is KF0MHN. Everybody have a great morning.
Yeah, very good, Bill. Glad you stopped by, and hope you have a great weekend, and thanks for checking in.
Let's go to Dan, N2DGT. What's on your mind today?
Good morning, Bill, and good morning, Dick, and everybody else with the crew. Not too much, just enjoying my first cup of coffee. A little chilly out here in the Hudson Valley, New York, about 45 degrees. The wind has finally calmed down. It was windy the last few days, so the only thing that I'm looking at right now is probably doing a little bit of leaf cleanup and maybe set up for an afternoon hunt. Deer season is abound, so we'll see what's out there. Anyways, thanks, guys. Have a great weekend, everybody on the net, and I'll give it back over. N2DGT.
Very good, Dan. Good luck with your hunt there. And yeah, we had some crazy winds. Fortunately, we didn't lose power here, but some parts of the county did, and a lot of trees down. Leaves are pretty much gone. Have a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Gil, K4GDS, good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Dick. I'm working from home today, trying to get some things wrapped up for the week. I was looking forward to trying to go out and do some POTA tomorrow. Planning on going out with Jay, K1MCO, and then we realized we have a contest this weekend on SSB, so might not be the best weekend for POTA, so we decided to push that out a week. I might still get out, maybe try to participate in the contest a little bit tomorrow. We'll see how things go. Finally gotten cool here. Our mornings are starting out in the 60s, which is just beautiful, and that's how I like to get out and do POTA. So probably head out early. Guess that's about it. K4GDS, back to net.
Very good, Gil. Good luck with the POTA and the contest there, and hopefully contacts. The bands seem to have been pretty good on the 40-meter net last week. Boy, I could hear everybody pretty good. Have a great weekend, and thanks for checking in. This N2BH. Do we have anybody else like to check in?
Whiskey Bravo 2, Golf London Whiskey. Whiskey Bravo 2, Golf London Whiskey. Good morning.
N1 CBM, N1 CBM.
Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor. Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor. Chris. I'll say good morning to Chris, KB8PLV, Carlos, N1CBM, and Mike, WB2GLW. What's on your mind today, Mike?
Hey, good morning everybody on the net, and we have a bright sunny day here on Long Island, and don't know, about 50-ish outside. I had to close the windows up last night. I don't have nothing planned at the moment, and I'm going to see where the day's going to take me today. And just making coffee and taking care of business here, and maybe get down to some radio project or something like that. So, but I wanted to jump in here and say hello. Good morning, everybody. WBTGLW from sunny Long Island.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Hope you get to enjoy your weekend. And, yeah, it's nice some days not to have a schedule and figure out what you want to do and get some projects done. Thanks for stopping by. Carlos, N1CBM. Good morning. What's on your mind today?
Hello, Bill, Dick, everybody else in the second cup. Nice frothy hot coffee for the second cup. Like it. And nothing in particular in my mind. I just, I'm still savoring the enjoyment of this morning's, the morning brews question this morning was a pretty good one. I really enjoyed all the answers from all the people right there. Pretty funny. Anyways, hello to you, Bill. Haven't talked to you in a bit. I'm going to turn it back to Net Control, N1 CBM. Have a great day.
Yeah, very good, Carlos. Yeah, it was a good question. Interesting to hear all the different answers. And boy, you certainly threw Dick off. He was quite sure you were going to say yes. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Chris, KB8 PLV, good morning. What's on your mind?
Hello, Bill, and hope everyone on the net is having a good morning. I'm actually finishing my last cup of coffee in my camper before I close it up for the season. Finally got an antenna that works, gets me down to the Toledo repeater for the morning brew, and looking forward to coming back next year. Hope everyone's having a good week ahead. This is KB8 PLV 73s.
Yeah, very good, Chris. Glad you found something that works out and get to enjoy it, and hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. Doug, KF8 DRJ, good morning. What's on your mind?
Morning, Bill. Morning, Dick. Everybody in the on the net in the Zoom room. You ask what we're doing. Well, I've been working on this project the last couple of days, converting a dynamic microphone to condenser, and then put a little switch in it so I can send the output to one of two directions. And the early testing this morning looks like it's working. So I'll be buttoning it up and making it all final and installing it and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. If anybody's in the Zoom room after, I'll hold it up in front of the camera if anybody cares. This is KF8 DRJ. Hope everybody has a great weekend.
Yeah, very good, Doug. Glad you got that figured out, and it's working out for you, and look forward to hearing it, see how it does work. Thanks for checking in, and yeah, we should be in the Zoom room for a little bit, and this N2B8 at the bottom of this list. We got a couple minutes left if anybody else like check into the second cup.
For Golf 4 November Yankee Sierra, mobile in and out. For Q1 NYS, mobile in and out.
Kilo Delta 3 Bravo Foxtrot Echo, KD3 BFE, Elliott.
All right, Elliott, KD3 BFE, good morning. What's on your mind?
Well, good morning. All kinds of things, I suppose. I guess today I'm probably going to hop on my e-bike and run to the store in Towson. I'm in Parkville, Maryland. It's about 50 degrees right now, and it was in the mid-40s before the sun came up. Probably the coolest it's been yet. Mid-lower 40s. But anyway, yeah, there's a store. I got to take my Heltec version 3, yeah, I think the ESP32 devices, Mesh-tastic devices. I got a couple I need to send back. So there's a Whole Foods Market that does Amazon returns, so I'm going to probably ride up there on my e-bike later on when it warms up a little more. I might adjust my Yagi antenna too. I have a 70 centimeter Yagi antenna that I might need to trim to get it to operate where it's supposed to be. So that's another thing I might work on. Anyways, thanks for having me on the net. Thanks for running the net, and I hope everybody's having a great morning. KD3 BFE.
Well, thank you, Elliott. Sounds like you have some projects there, and hopefully getting them
done successfully over the weekend, and yeah, I've monkeyed around with the Mesh-tastic a little bit. I've got a unit upstairs in a bedroom window, and got a little portable one I've got to reflash and get it working again so I can take it around with me. Hope you have a great weekend, and good luck with the projects. And Stephen, 4G1NYS, thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great weekend. On behalf of Dick, WB2JPQ, Scott, W2BLT, myself, I'd like to thank everybody stopping in. Hope you have a great weekend, and join us on the Youth Net tonight and the 40-meter net tomorrow morning. This N2BH.
I don't mind. There will be no accident. There will be no need for a driver's license. There's no steering wheel and pedaling. There will be no road rage. And I think the roads would be a lot safer if all the vehicles were communicating with each other. If there's a malfunction, the vehicle automatically pulls over, communicates with the other vehicles to move out of the way. That's about 20 years ahead of us, depending on how fast AI is learning. But I think automated vehicles would save a lot of lives and eliminate a lot of impatience and drunk driving, all of that. The vehicles are always sober. That's my concern.
The system you're listening to is connected to the East Coast Reflector. Please join us on Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern and Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern for Amateur Radio Newsline.